Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Bill Nye the
Brought to you by the frontal lobe. The only lobe anyone remembers.
The brain is made of several sections called lobes. There's four main lobes: the frontal lobe, the parietal lobe, the temporal lobe, and the occipital lobe, as well as the brainstem and the cerebellum.
Hey, Bill,
My name's not Bill.
what do all these do?
Each of these areas of the brain has a special job that controls a key aspect of you.
For this driver possesses the finest of all thinking organisms, the human brain.
The frontal lobe is used for things such as emotions, problem solving, and motor skills. So if you were to attempt to fix up this hair dryer, you'd be using your frontal lobe to figure it out. Or if you were trying to figure out a solution as to why your wife left you. The parietal lobe controls your sensation, reading, and body orientation. Interestingly enough, it also controls whether or not you know right from left. So if you don't know that, maybe it's time to get a better parietal lobe. Join Max.com today to find. The occipital lobe controls your vision and color perception, so it's what helps you see. Well, that in your eyes. The temporal lobe is responsible for understanding language, behavior, your memory, and your hearing. A lot of important things.
Your brain is about 2% of your total body weight but uses 20% of your body's energy. The energy used by the brain is enough to light a 25-watt bulb. More electrical impulses are generated in one day by a single human brain than by all the telephones in the world.
Consider the following.
The human brain has about 86 billion neurons that are always sending messages to the brain as well as other parts of the body. It's almost like receiving a text message from a friend, but we can't feel any of this, well, the sending of the message. Yet it's constantly going on inside of us. Crazy, huh? The brainstem controls the flow of messages between your brain and the rest of your body. It's like the stem of a flower. Without it, the brain wouldn't really work. Just like how a flower wouldn't be able to stand upright or get food and water if it didn't have its stem. The brainstem also controls things such as breathing, swallowing, heart rate, blood pressure, and whether or not one is awake or sleeping. The cerebellum receives information from the sensory system, as well as other parts of the brain that control motor movement. It also controls involuntary movements like posture or balance. Well, that's our show. Now you know some of the basics of the four brain lobes as well as a couple other parts of the brain. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go use my brain like I do for most things in my life. See ya!